Hello guys, so I want to do a quick reading because I haven't done one in a while, and while I'm shuffling cards, I was going to ask, has anybody ever looked up their midheaven, which most of the time it will line up with your 10th house, and your IC, which is the opposite. So just like your north node and your south node, like your north node will be one and your south node will be the opposite of that sign. Mine happened to be the retro opposite, right? So my north node is in, how funny that I said that, is in Leo. And my south node is in Aquarius. And my, I don't know why that was flipped around. And my midheaven is in Aquarius. And my IC happens to be in Leo. So for me, this means to me that these themes are very important in my life. And when I look at it, they are. How this relates to this reading, I don't know. Maybe we'll find out when we're done. But I just want to talk about it. So your midheaven, which a lot of times can be your 10th house also, that's what your work is. Like what you do, either you do for a job or how you're presented out in the world. Maybe it's your life work. It's either something you do or something that how you do it. And so mine is Aquarius, and it's supposed to be innovative, different, kind of do things against the grain. And I feel like my whole life I've been that way, whether good or bad. It's been something I've done since the beginning of time, I feel like. And I've just had a religiously almost obnoxiousness about having to do things my own way and different. So whatever, I do that at work. I've done that in school. I don't know. And then having Leo as my IC, your IC, some people, and I am not even going to try to announce it or like pronounce it because I always get it wrong. I blame that on my mother, my linguistic skills or my pronunciation skills. Anyway, so that is more like what keeps you safe. What qualities in yourself make you feel most yourself. So mine is Leo, which means being authentically creative, stepping into your power and being proud of who you are. All those things we worked on with the full moon in Leo, and oddly enough it was in Aquarius as the sun. So I just think that's crazy. That's why it felt so big for me. But that's also reminds me of how I feel comfortable. I feel comfortable when I am myself, when I'm creating as myself, and I feel safe. So sometimes they call that your inner child because it's IC, and it's because you embrace that to feel your most safe, your most authentic yourself. So those two things together kind of help you figure out maybe not your purpose in life, but what your helps you along your path. And I'm one of those people that, like, I feel like there's so many different aspects in your astrology, in your chart that say that. I also feel like everything in your life is up to you. So, you know, but at the same time, anytime I look at something, like even when it's like astrology or if it's tarot, and it's so on the spot for me. So anyway, I just thought I'd share that. We better get into this before my camera shuts off. All right, so if you've seen me before, you know how I do. I like to do, the first one is the energy that you're working with right now, which is 6 of Wands. So maybe you're feeling celebrated. Maybe you're feeling like you've had a victory. You know, you're proud of like where you're at right now. Second card is how, or things that you need to work on. Okay. Chariot. Okay, so maybe you need to have some sort of direction in your path. You need to have a little bit more of an idea. It's a pretty card, isn't it? I know why. Okay. And the next card is what you have around you to work with to help you on this path and what you need to work on. And this being the King of Swords, that would be your discernment, your ability to be fair and cut out those things that don't work for you or with you, right? It's also being able to know what's right for you. Okay, so that's the energy you have around you. So as for the last card, that I like to do that as your outcome, how you want it, or what the goal is, you know, in this scenario. All right, come on, I just need one card. I'll take that one. All right, the star. Oh, I'm gonna have to cover up her boobies. So for the star, okay. Now it does relate to on the bottom of the deck we have 9 of Wands, which that one to me is like your that's your line in the sand. That's your spiritual warrior. You are you know where you're at in that way. And the Magician just happens to be on the top of the deck. Good deal. Okay, so the star happens to be Aquarius. I feel like, you know, this is a wish fulfillment. That's a lot of times what they say, or it's hope. It's you know, you are looking to the future brightly. It's the star comes after the tower, you know, so that's taking what you've learned and pouring that into your life, right? Because she's pouring the pictures. But for me, this means, okay, I am going to be that authentic self. I'm going to do that. Okay, so I like to kind of clarify with another card for each. Sorry about the basement sounds. I'm not in a bathroom. It's my basement. If you live in the Midwest or somewhere like that, or somewhere where you have sandy, damp soil, you need to have a sump pump, and that's what we have. Oh, 2 came out. I'll take them both. I don't care. So 6 of Wands, and we have the Page of Cups and the 6 of Wands again. So when I get double cards, that to me, and I think a lot of other readers do that too, that's just confirmation. So the Page of Cups, sometimes that can be, you know, somebody's giving you a cup. This is, or maybe you're successful in taking that cup, whether it be from, you know, another person or the universe, or some type of creative love or emotional gift, right? Or maybe you listen to your intuition. Maybe you are listening to your intuition. You're listening to your creative self. So that's where your victory is, okay? I'm going to take that because that's what it feels like. All right, now that noise happens to be my furnace. I'm working on getting like a room, because I have a room down here we don't use. I'm going to take junk out of it. Ooh, Queen of Cups. Good deal. Okay, so things you need to work on with your path. Remember, our Chariot was our path that we needed to be a little bit more direct, a little bit more balanced in, a little bit more focused on our path. And so with the Queen of Cups, she's very intuitive. She's also very loving, but I feel in this instance, this is what we're looking for. We are looking for being intuitive and knowing, allowing ourselves to guide us, right? And you maybe even using love on that path, right? Oops. Okay. So the King of Swords with the 10 of Cups. Okay. So using this energy, you know what you want and you have what you want, right? Whether it's money or family or love or whatever, use that around you. Use that and be grateful and understand that you do have gifts around you. So maybe understanding what makes you happy, right? Okay. Whoops. All right, fine. Guess I'll take 2. Okay, so the Star, okay, and the Magician. All right, awesome. So, you know, we're being our authentic selves. We're taking that stuff that we learned from that tower, you know, and we're transmuting that into hope. And we're using that, you know, because the 10 of Wands is, a lot of times people think of that as like a burden. It might be a burden. It might be a spiritual burden. It might be something else. Or maybe you've just been carrying a lot of stuff. And right now, you're meeting that destination, right? So you're able to use all that you learned and get to your destination. So let's take one of these crystal. Oh, I have them all upside down. Why do I do that? Okay. We're going to take one of these crystal angel cards. These are cute, and we'll see what that says. Maybe give us some insight. Whoops. All right, well, there was 3, so I'm gonna take all 3 because these are kind of like really good. Okay, so we have Angelite, spiritual or religious community. Join with like-minded people for friendship and increased spiritual growth. Okay. You know me, I don't like to be too boxed in, but I do like to express and talk with other people of different faiths and all kinds of stuff. So lapis lazuli, life-changing epiphany or experiencing. It's a time of big and blessed change for you, and God is supporting you each step of the way. So that's cool. I think we're coming to a big part of our life where we're going to be kind of like experiencing shifts in a big way. And rubelite, say that 10 times fast. Passion and purpose. Your enthusiasm gives your energy and motivation to work on meaningful project that is dear to your heart. Okay, and there was actually one more. Okay. Rhodochrosite. You say that because I'm not going to. Be gentle with yourself. You've been through a lot and you need time to heal and recover. So yeah. So what I feel like, you know, trust yourself. It's the same thing we kind of always say. Trust yourself and use that use your intuition to kind of get yourself in that right path, right? But trust yourself, and you know, don't second guess yourself. I think that sometimes we do that and we go this way or that way and we stay off our path. Use your ability to be grateful and happy. You know, happiness is important. So, but you can be using your discernment and using your joy at the same time. You don't have to be grumpy, right, to make good decisions. And then we're using all the tools, right? We're using hope, we're using our knowledge, and we're using all the things that we've built up along the way, all the things that we've collected, because we're at the end of our journey, or at least this part of the journey, because I don't ever think that there's an end. So I feel like this is just saying to be your, you know, trust your intuition. I mean, I feel like everything always tells me the same thing, but trust your intuition and know who you are. Because when you second guess yourself, and you have the tools, we have the tools, you know, we have the ability to do these things. It's when we second guess ourselves or sell ourselves short that we kind of fall astray. So I hope that helps somebody. And just like, you know, other people always say, whatever that means to you, because sometimes I'll look at readings and things mean different to me than what they're saying, because, you know, probably because I have to be different, but but I feel like that's how it works, right? So I hope that helps somebody, and I will see you again.